today let's start with chapter number 18, the parliament. So in this chapter I will tell you about the parliament's composition. So in India, legislative frames the law and executive implement और judiciary क्या करती है, interpret करती है. और ये जो legislative system है इसको हम क्या कहते हैं, पूरे को parliamentism संसद भी कहते हैं. So the parliament system, the maker of the Indian constitution adopted British parliament system. और ये क्या है, as a model of governance for India. So if we talk about parliamentary form of government, the head of the government is prime minister, and prime minister जो council of minister है वो collectively responsible हैं किसके लिए, to the presidential form of government. The president is directly elected by the people and he does not depend on the legislature for support. और वो legislature पे depend नहीं होता. And the maker of the constitution choose parliamentary form of government. And it was felt that presidential form of government would give too much power in the hands of the single individual. कि एक इंडिविजुअल के बीच में क्या देगा, एक इंडिविजुअल को क्या देगा, ज्यादा पावर देगा. So our constitution provides parliamentary form of government because the government is responsible to the Lok Sabha. और हम क्या करते हैं, ये enjoy करता है confidence in the house. As soon as the confidence is lost, it must either reason or advise dissolution. Otherwise, it will be dismissed. और जो feature है constitution का, it has been borrowed from the Great Britain. Next is organ of the government. There are three organs of the government, and they are legislature, judicial, executive, and judicial. So it is through these organs of the government that the will of the state is formulated and expressed, implemented. Right? So the legislature, the branch of the government, has make law in the legislature. और जो parliament है इंडिया का, is the legislative body which makes laws for the whole country. जो पूरी country के लिए बनाते हैं. Bicameral, the Constitution of India provides bicameral legislature at the center. Upper house आपका राज्यसभा हो गया, lower house आपका लोकसभा हो गया, and two chambers of the houses they are called bicameral. और जहाँ एक ही होता है वो unicameral होता है. Composition of the Indian Parliament, union legislature जिसको हम parliament कहते हैं, इसमें दो houses होते हैं, लोकसभा and राज्यसभा. And the member of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha they are called member of Parliament. इनको हम MPs कहते हैं. ये highest law making body है. Where it is situated? It is situated in New Delhi at the building of Circular Center Hall. Right? यहाँ पे three chambers होते हैं, लोक सभा, second house राज्य सभा, and third is library of the use of MPs. लोक सभा की हम बात करें, so lower house of the parliament है which is representative and it has not more than 552 members and they are directly elected by the voters of the state side UPs. Now president empowered and what it's do, it nominate two Anglo-Indians, right? Basically strength जो है वो 543 है, 29 जो states है वो elect करते हैं 530 member of the parliament. Election की बात करें, held throughout the secret ballot, it means that voters cast their vote secretly in the favor of the candidate, right? Or the most fundamental duty of the citizen. Qualification: a candidate for election of Lok Sabha must possess the following qualification. He must be the citizen of India, he must have completed the age of 25 and he must not hold any office of profit. किसी भी तरीके का कोई भी office of profit नहीं होना चाहिए. Tenure की बात करें, normal tenure जो है वो 5 years sorry. It is defined either by the speaker or the Lok Sabha and generally it is from the ruling party. Power and function: he presides over the joint meeting of both the house of the parliament. Discipline maintain करता है. Proceedings are conducted that are smooth and in orderly manner. राज्यसभा की हम बात करें, can have up to 250 members, 238 members represent state and union territory. The members are representing states. They are elected by the member of legislative assembly. The number of members from these states depends upon its population. At present, the Rajya Sabha has 245 members and 233 of them are elected by the state and the union and 12 members are nominated by the president. Term की बात करें, permanent houses को हम dissolve नहीं कर सकते. कुछ members होते हैं, 1/3 members होते हैं, वो retire करते हैं every 2 years में. Role and functions of the parliament. The parliament in our system has immense power because it is the representative of the people. It uses its power to select the national government, right? So it controls the guides and the government to make the laws. MPs inform the government and the parliament of the various public issues in their representative state. To select the national government, we use term government, we mean executive. Executive है group of people जो काम करते हैं law बनाने में, right? So we can say that since there are 543 elected members in Lok Sabha to have the majority, party should have more than half the member, that is 272 member or No. The majority group is called ruling party or ruling coalition. The ruling party or coalition group क्या करता है? Elect करता है उसके लीडर को लोकसभा में, जो क्या बन जाता है? Prime Minister बन जाता है, right? So we can say that these ministers are given charge of different departments of the government जो function करते हैं like finance, health, education. The largest among these parties called opposition party, जो leader को elect करता है, इसको हम leader of opposition कहते हैं. राज्यसभा फंक्शन प्राइमरी एज अ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द स्टेट, ये एक तरीके के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के तरह काम करती है टू कंट्रोल, गाइड एंड इन्फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट. सो एमपी डू नॉट मीट डेली इन द पार्लियामेंट हाउस, तो सेशन में मीट करते हैं. सो जब ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड व्हाट हैपन, जो मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट होते हैं वो कलेक्ट करते हैं इन्फॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द मिनिस्टर अबाउट द वर्किंग, कि कैसे वर्क हो, एंड इट कम्स टू नो द ओपिनियन ऑफ द पीपल थ्रू रिप्रेजेंटेटिव. एन अपोजिशन पार्टी रेज पब्लिक इश्यूज, हाईलाइट्स ड्रॉबैक, एंड द अपोजिशन पार्टीज होती है क्रिटिकल रोल प्ले करती है healthy functioning of the democracy. So parliament all over the world exercise some control and who run the government. In some countries like India, this control is direct and full, and those who run the government, they can take that decision only so long. So in most of the country, any public money can be spent only when the parliament session. So parliament can seek information about any matter. In different types of motion, parliament's control. That is non-confidence motion. ये लॉ मेकिंग बॉडी है. इट इज अ सिग्निफिकेंट फंक्शन ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट. ये फाइनल अथॉरिटी है मेकिंग लॉ इन अ कंट्री, एंड दिस टास्क ऑफ लॉ मेकिंग और द लेजिस्लेचर इज क्रूशियल दैट पार्लियामेंट असेंबलीज आर कॉल्ड लेजिस्लेचर. इसलिए हम जो पार्लियामेंट की असेंबलीज होती है उनको क्या कहते हैं? लेजिस्लेचर कहते हैं. व्हिच ऑफ द टू हाउसेस इज मोर पावरफुल? राज्यसभा इज समटाइम्स कॉल्ड अपर हाउस एंड लोकसभा इज लोअर हाउस, लेकिन इट डज नॉट मीन दैट राज्यसभा इज मोर पावरफुल देन लोकसभा. ऐसा नहीं है भाई, है तो अपर बॉडी, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि वो ज्यादा पावरफुल है. दिस इज जस्ट एन ओल्ड स्टाइल ऑफ स्पीकिंग, नॉट द लैंग्वेज. सो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन does give the Rajya Sabha some special power but not most matter. तो लोकसभा एक्सरसाइज द सुप्रीम पावर. सुप्रीम पावर किसकी है? लोकसभा की. ये एग्जीक्यूटिव इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट स्टेट, हाउ डज द पार्लियामेंट वर्क? पार्लियामेंट काम कैसे करता है? जो फर्स्ट सेशन होता है पार्लियामेंट का, उसको कौन एड्रेस करता है? प्रेसिडेंट, जो 11 AM होता है. एंड स्पेसिफिक टाइम पीरियड लाइक क्वेश्चन आवर, 0 hour आर फिक्स. क्वेश्चन आवर की हम बात करें, लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा यूजुअली बिगिन दैट डे विद द क्वेश्चन आवर, एंड मेंबर्स पुट अप द क्वेश्चन ऑन वेरियस ministers and ministers give their replies during this hour. If we have 0 hour, in this member raise issues on public interest, कि क्वेश्चन करते हैं that sees lively debate the parliament and ensure that the government is answerable to the people represented. We have 3 lists, union list. So our constitution has given separate list of subject on which the government can make laws in the union list. And there are 99 subjects. 99 subjects हैं. And important among these subjects are कौन सा है? Defense, railway, shipping, currency post, telegram, telephone, old historical monuments, national importance, aviation, trade, mines, commerce. State list. There are 66 subjects enumerated in the state list, and these subjects only state government can make. Among the important subjects, चाहे वो agriculture का हो, health का हो, forest का हो, irrigation. Concurrent list, there are 47 subjects in the concurrent list. On these subjects, वो parliament हो चाहे वो state legislature हो, वो क्या कर सकता है? Law pass कर सकता है. Now comparison of the power of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. An ordinary law need to be passed by both the house, but if there is a difference between the two houses, final decision कौन लेगा? Joint session वाला लेगा, in which members of both the house sit together. Because of the larger numbers of members, the view of the Lok Sabha is likely to prevail in such way. In democratic system represented, there is a difficult and often unresolved question. The question has 2 facts. Firstly, that it is found that only a little more than half of the eligible voters turn up at polling booths. People participation in the Lok Sabha election is about 60%. Right? Now, secondly, women and some communities have been marginalized, and 60 years ago, only 4% of the MPs are women, and today it is just above the 9%. It has more recently been suggested that there should be 33% of reservation of the seats for women. And educate reservation in Lok Sabha seats is given to SCs and STs communities so that MP elects the constituencies. So, however, groups and people that were now unrepresented and are beginning to get elected to the parliament, or the parliaments now has more and more people from different background, and there are more rural members that are also the member from many regional parties. जो अलग अलग regional parties के क्या होते हैं members, right? This is all about this chapter. Hope you understood. Now we will do the exercise. The current percent of the women in MP Parliament is 4%. Executive is responsible only to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Parliament. The Rajya Sabha is elected in Dal. There are dash member in Lok Sabha, 545. India is governed by democratic government, and the maximum strength of Rajya Sabha is 250. Now fill in the blanks. Dash is the House of People, Lok Sabha. Dash franchise is the keynote to Indian electoral system. Universal adult franchise. Elections are held by secret ballot. The maximum strength of Lok Sabha की maximum strength कितनी चाहिए? That is 552 members. Council of States in the upper house of the Parliament. The present Speaker of Lok Sabha कौन है अभी present में? ओम बिरला. Now write T for true and F for false. Executive is responsible to the Lok Sabha. It's true. Party coalition group enjoying majority is called opposition. Rajya Sabha is directly elected by the people. जो Rajya Sabha है वो directly elected है, false. Indirectly elected है. Lok Sabha enjoys more power than Rajya Sabha. It's true. Rajya Sabha is chaired by the speaker. Rajya Sabha में speaker होता है. It's true. False. Lok Sabha में होता है. Rajya Sabha is chaired by the speaker. It's true. Bill is a proposal of legislature. It's true. Now, Lok Sabha 250 member, Rajya Sabha 552, permanent house, that is upper house, MP member of parliament, Lok Sabha lower house, Rajya Sabha middle. Right? Next is answer the following question. Who elects the Rajya Sabha MPs and what is their term? What is the idea of consent? Why it is necessary? Next is who is more powerful, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha? Lok Sabha. What is the function of parliament? Discuss the composition. आपको composition बताना है. And how does parliament control the executive? Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. Justify. What is the composition of lower house of the parliament? Parliamentary government is both responsible and responsive. What is parliament and who are called MPs? MPs कौन? That is member of parliament. Right? This is all in this chapter. Hope you understood. Now we will meet in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you.